What did you tell the guys once you got back in the locker room?
Just a little reflection on the season, and just told them there's a lot to be proud of. We fell short. That was a good ball club over there. But what we accomplished this season and how to see these guys come together as men, as a team, really special group of men. And again, just not hang your heads. One team can only win this, and it's a great ball club over there.
Other questions for Dave? Barry, we'll get you the mic. It's right in front of you, Barry.
Thanks. Doc, can you reflect on the season? It started for you with personal issues before spring training, and I know how tough the whole year has been, piecing everything together, but personally, how'd you feel about the whole thing? That's the first question I have.
I think for me, it was an emotional year. I think that I had a lot of great people of support, personally, professionally, and very positive season. And obviously, this one hurts. And like I told the guys, is when you put every ounce of your being and into something and you come up short, it hurts, and it's supposed to hurt. But I think, losing my father early and kind of still haven't dealt with that. I'm sure I'll take some time to go through that. But when you're in the middle of a season, it's really hard to kind of, I guess you compartmentalize. But it's definitely in my heart for sure.
So you're saying you still haven't dealt with that issue?
I think in times of things like that, I'm sure that when work, you just really don't give it as much of your heart, I guess, and mind, because you got to kind of move forward, and that's what my dad wanted me to do, I'm sure.
In the back, Andy.
Dave, just two on Darvish. Knowing the talent that he has and the results he has gotten here and elsewhere, how can you explain what you got from him in this series?
Just unexpected. Even today, the velocity. I thought he was right there. I thought he was going to really throw the baseball well. And I think it was 3 1/3 maybe in this series, and just very unfortunate. And I know he wanted the baseball. I know he was prepared. I just can't explain the results. I really can't.
And do you regret allowing him to face Springer the second time when Morrow was hot?
No. You look it up to that point, there was 2 balls that were hit hard. There was the first ball off Springer's bat, the double, and then the Gonzalez. Outside of that, we made an error, the stolen base, and then some soft grounders. And so I think anything but the homer, you got to kind of let the game. I mean, I understand that it's Game 7, but I just felt his stuff was good, and I think anything other than a homer would have been considerably better.
In the third row on your right.
Doc, there's a strain of thought out there suggesting, second-guessing you, saying, well, maybe you shouldn't have started Darvish. Kershaw comes in, gives you 4 shutout innings. Maybe you should have started him instead. What do you say to that? How do you respond to that?
I don't have a response. You has been one of our top 3 starters all year, or since we acquired him, and he had a bad one in Houston. But to think that we would start Alex on short is something he's never done. You don't know what you're going to get in either one of those 2 guys, and to think that they're going to start the game, I think it's unfair to you, and there's always going to be second guessing, but we felt good with you starting the game.
Take a more, Mark.
Your offense had been performed on a high level all season, especially against right-handed pitching. What were Morton and Peacock in particular able to do to all your hitters, especially your right-handed hitter?
We had a couple chances to get through with Peacock and McCullers. Just couldn't get that big hit. And as far as Morton just really the velocity, the slider, and he was really on point tonight. And they made pitches, and we just couldn't get the hit when we needed to.
Do 3 more for Dave. Ron?
Do you think after this and the season you had going forward, in your mind, the player's mind, no matter how much regular season success, the thought will be more looking ahead that it really doesn't count till October?
Well, I know that as we regroup and get ready for next year, to get to this point, you still have to play well in the regular season. And I know our guys, and I know that there won't be a hangover. They'll be more incentivized, and I think they'll be hungry. And we went a little bit further than we did last year, and so it's a tough one. I believed in our guys. I know we had the talent, and we just didn't get it done. So we just got to, again, regroup and get to this point again next year.
Two more to your left.
Hey, Doc, when you look about when you think about next year and you look at some of the young talent that you have on this team, the core coming back intact, some of the kids that are coming up, can you forecast the future? Does it look bright to you?
It does. It does. The character of the guys, the talent, and the nucleus is still intact. So obviously every team there's going to be changes. But again, I like our guys. I believe in our team. And I expect us to be in the same position next year.
We'll take a last question in the back left.
Doc, did you talk to Darvish after the game? And if you could share it.
You know what? I haven't had a chance to talk to you. I talked to the team, but individually I haven't talked to you, but I'll reach out to him, shortly.